Welcome to Emotions and Stories, people. How is everyone doing today? Our story for today is a happy one. Let's begin. It is called A Tale of Happiness. 8-year-old Aarav lived in a small town in Kerala, surrounded by lush greenery and the sounds of birds chirping in the morning. Despite the beauty around him, Aarav often felt lonely. His parents, both school teachers, were busy during the day, and his older sister was always buried in her textbooks preparing for exams. Aarav longed for a companion, someone who could share his endless energy and stories with. One rainy afternoon, as Aarav sat on the porch watching the monsoon drizzle, he heard a soft whimper. Curious, he peeked through the gate and saw a tiny muddy puppy shivering in the rain. Its big round eyes met Aarav's, and that was it. He was in love. Amma, Appa, look who I found, Aarav called, cradling the puppy in his arms. His mother frowned, a mix of concern and affection crossing her face. Aarav, we can't just take a stray. But Amma, look at him. He's so small and scared. Please, can we keep him? I'll take care of him, I promise. Aarav pleaded, his eyes as big as the puppy's. After some persuasion and the puppy's irresistibly cute antics, like sneezing and wagging its tail simultaneously, his parents gave in. They named him Chikku, a name as sweet as the bond that was about to form. The beginning of friendship. Chikku quickly became Aarav's shadow, whether it was chasing butterflies in the garden, watching Aarav struggle with his math homework, or curling up beside him at bedtime. Chikku was always there. Aarav's morning began with Chikku's wet nose nudging him awake. The two would dash to the yard where Aarav threw a ball and Chikku joyfully brought it back, or at least tried to. Sometimes Chikku would wander off with the ball and refuse to return it, leading to a playful chase around the coconut trees. The bond between them transformed Aarav's days. The house echoed with laughter as he played with Chikku, and the loneliness he once felt vanished. A lesson in responsibility. Having a pet, however, wasn't all fun and games. Aarav quickly learned that promises came with responsibilities. He had to feed Chikku on time, bathe him, a task Chikku resisted with all his might, and even clean up after he had made a mess. One evening, Aarav forgot to fill Chikku's water bowl as he was engrossed in cartoons. When he saw Chikku sitting by the empty bowl, looking up at him with those sad eyes, guilt washed over him. I am so sorry, Chikku, Aarav whispered, quickly refilling the bowl. From that day on, Aarav made a routine chart for Chikku's care. His mother smiled as she noticed Aarav's growing sense of responsibility. Adventures in the village. Aarav and Chikku became famous in their neighborhood. Wherever Aarav went, Chikku followed, his tail wagging like a happy metron. One day, Aarav decided to take Chikku to the nearby paddy field, where his friends were flying kites. The moment they arrived, Chikku ran around, barking excitedly at the colorful kites in the sky. Chikku, stop! Aarav laughed as the puppy tried to keep and catch kites, much to the amusement of the other kids. But Chikku had his own adventures. He jumped into a muddy puddle, emerging as a ball of dirt and water. Aarav groaned, but his friends burst into laughter, making that day unforgettable. A companion in tough times. One day, Aarav came home from school looking glum. He had scored poorly in his science test and was dreading telling his parents. He sat on the floor, his head resting on his knees. Chikku trotted over, his ears perked up as if sensing Aarav's sadness. He nudged Aarav's arm with his nose, then licked his face. Aarav couldn't help but smile. You think I'll be okay, don't you, Chikku? Aarav stroking his soft fur. That evening, Aarav shared his worries with his parents. Encouraged by Chikku's support, his parents reassured him, and Aarav felt lighter. Happiness unleashed. As months passed, Chikku became an inseparable part of Aarav's family. He was there during festivals, eagerly watching as Aarav decorated the rangoli. He joined Aarav during Onam celebrations, wearing a little floral garland that Aarav made for him. Aarav realized that happiness wasn't expensive toys or big adventures. It was Chiku's wagging tail and the playful barks that filled his house, and the quiet companionship of a furry friend who loved him unconditionally. As Aarav lay in bed one night with Chikku curled up beside him, he whispered, "You are the best thing that has happened to me, Chikku." Chikku wagged his tail in sleep as if he understood every word. We hope you loved this little fun story. We hope you have a pet like Chikku in your life. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.